The Exorcist, released in 1973 and directed by William Friedkin, is a seminal horror film that has become a classic of the genre. Based on William Peter Blatty's 1971 novel of the same name, the movie tells the chilling story of a young girl's possession by a demonic entity and the desperate efforts of two priests to save her. Set in Georgetown, Washington, D.C., the film opens with a serene and seemingly normal life. Chris McNeil, a successful actress played by Ellen Burstyn, lives with her young daughter Reagan, portrayed by Linda Blair. Their life takes a horrifying turn when Reagan begins to exhibit increasingly disturbing and inexplicable behavior, including violent outbursts, profane language, and physical transformations. As Reagan's condition deteriorates, Chris becomes desperate to find a medical explanation for her daughter's symptoms. She consults numerous doctors and specialists, subjecting Reagan to a battery of tests and medical examinations, but none can diagnose her condition. This leads Chris to seek alternative explanations, and she turns to the Catholic Church for help. Enter Father Damien Karras, portrayed by Jason Miller, a Jesuit priest and psychiatrist who is grappling with his own crisis of faith after the death of his mother. He is initially skeptical of the possibility of possession, but agrees to meet with Reagan. Witnessing her behavior firsthand, Karras becomes convinced that something supernatural is at play. Karras seeks permission from the church to perform an exorcism, but the church is cautious and requires an experienced priest. This leads to the arrival of Father Lancaster Marin, played by Max von Sydow, an elderly priest who has previous experience with exorcisms. Together, Karras and Marin confront the malevolent force that has possessed Reagan. The exorcism scenes in the film are some of the most intense and iconic moments in horror cinema history. Reagan's possession by the demon Pazuzu is depicted through horrifying physical and vocal transformations, with Linda Blair's performance as the possessed girl being particularly chilling. The use of practical effects, makeup, and a haunting score by composer Lalo Schifrin all contribute to the film's terrifying atmosphere. As the exorcism progresses, both priests face their own inner demons and doubts, and the battle between good and evil escalates. The demon taunts and tests them, using Reagan's vulnerability and their own weaknesses against them. The priests must rely on their faith and strength to endure the grueling ordeal. In the film's climactic moments, Father Karras makes a heart-wrenching sacrificial decision to save Reagan, leading to a dramatic showdown with the demon. The film ends on a somber note, as the consequences of the exorcism weigh heavily on the characters. The Exorcist is not just a horror film, it's a profound exploration of faith, doubt, and the existence of evil. It examines the spiritual and psychological struggles of its characters, particularly Father Karras, who grapples with his own guilt and crisis of faith. The film's terrifying imagery and disturbing themes have left an indelible mark on popular culture and continue to terrify and captivate audiences to this day. Beyond its impact on the horror genre, The Exorcist was a critical and commercial success, receiving 10 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, and winning 2 Oscars for Best Sound and Best Adapted Screenplay. It remains a classic and a benchmark by which all other horror films are measured, proving that horror can be both terrifying and thought-provoking.